Hello, everybody. We are going to be getting started relatively soon. It's morning. I have not had breakfast. I woke up 7:41. I woke up about an hour and a half ago, most likely. I can't remember. Last night, I was getting a bunch of stuff done in the game. Work went quite late. Something I was working on that, like my day job, and it went later than I thought. And when I was setting up to stream, I was like, no, why don't I just not stream? But my brain was ready to work, so I got a few features in, and then I had to fix some things with those, but they're all in. As soon as the stream starts, you're going to see a major milestone for the game. So give me a little bit and I'll be there. Oops, that was muted. I don't know why the audio Sir, what is going on? You guys can't, you can only hear it through the microphone. Yeah, that's weird. You're hearing it through the microphone, but not. I think I know why. I think I changed it last night. Yep. Yep. This should work. Yep. There we go. I'm going to turn off the microphone so you can. There we go. So I've got my race finish screen. I need to fix that for this background. It's transparent. My final time, my split times. I actually fixed the audio sounds that I need to update them. Why is, if I press it, I start all over again. So yeah, that was rough. It's quiet. I wonder why it was quiet. But then the next thing you said was breaking sound barrier with that flag sound. I'm confused. Which one is it? Oh, I gotta tell my friend happy birthday. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. I just gotta remember. All right, she is set. So I need to update the sound effects, engine sound, space engine samples. No, wait, space engine low throttle. What's that? Oh, that was the first one I made. Where are the ones that I actually ended up using? Sounds. Spaceship sounds. Here we go. Demo spaceship one. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. If I take these out, it's not playing. Oh, here. So there's that. Let me see. I'm searching Google. Oh. Oh. Okay, so it's easier. So I just have to right click and do re-import. So maybe you can see. Yeah, you can hear that. So I'm going to right click, re-import. It's not, there's nothing there. What? This isn't good. This isn't good. Let's get all of these Ableton files. So I'm gonna, what was that? Engine opening mid. Now if I play, do we hear it? No, I can't hear it. What's going on? I heard him yesterday. That's crazy. What's going on? This isn't good. This isn't good. Because then I have to use Ableton, and Ableton crashes my stream. But they're 1 megabyte. There's audio there. That's weird. This is not good. Okay. And I know for any other ones I import, it's going to be the same. This is not good. This is not good. Let me try something. A file that's already in. Yep, that worked. You heard that. Now did my updated one work? It did. So only my engine sounds didn't go. Okay. So it's only these. But they have audio. Why? I'm so worried because if I open up Ableton, it crashes my audio and I need to restart. I should have tested these before. I might have to. I have to fix the audio. I just broke one. Can I undo it? If I can undo it, I can't. Why is my audio so low? I'm so pissed. Oh, that's so annoying. I wonder why. Hmm. The sample rate is different. But it should support it. Yeah, the sample rate is the only thing that's different. Shit. All right. If I open up Ableton, it's going to crash all my audio. I'm going to have to restart my PC. So I am not going to touch these three. I lost my mid. That's going to be very annoying. But let me get the rest of the stuff in. The rest work. I can hear them. Let me confirm. Yeah, I heard that. That was loud. Okay. So the new ones work. Shit. So I'm going to fix everything besides my engine sounds. I don't think it's worth losing the stream because I ruined one audio file. All right, almost everything is done. There we go. I went into Ableton and I think I made the sounds way better. Unfortunately, that didn't work. Okay, let's see. So break loop should work. Yeah. Break engage should work. Yeah. Why are these in? I feel like they're in stereo. Why are they in two? Start. Sleep. End. Vent close. Vent loop. So my question now, this shows a star, meaning it's on save. Can I revert back? No, I don't see it. I see save, but what if I don't want to save that one? Open an external editor. Yeah, I can't get it. Open up Windows Media. Asset has unsaved change. Okay, so let me figure if I can back this up. I imported audio that made sound. It's saved the my other and saved. for now. All right. This time I'm asking Claude because I don't trust Unreal for this. I'm sorry, Google. Google messed me up the other one. So it says there should be a revert. I don't see that. Reload or revert? There is no reload or revert. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. But what it says, I can, if I just save these, how do I save these? Okay, save, right click, save, right click, save. Okay, let's try this. I'm going to close a project and open it back up so this doesn't get saved over. Minimal waste of time, but I keep. Why did that disappear after I saved it? Huh? What happened here, dude? Come on. Re-import. What is going on? Those worked. I just imported them and they worked. Insane. Here, we're going to close. And we are not going to save these. I'll just click don't save. All right, let's try it again. Hopefully when I restart, we're back. That is a scary moment. But maybe we're good. Maybe we're good after this. Jesus Christ. Oops, and I'm back. The game is back as well. Let's double check if my audio is in. Yep, it survived. This didn't survive because I saved it over. Totally fine. The new one's in. That's crazy, dude. Like, why? Why is it? I'm gonna put. It's got data. Why do some work and some don't? It's on my end. Concept art, I would say, if you are not an artist, you can't just go, I want a concept, and that's how you do it, and because you can't do it, it's difficult. Here's a tip. Use any image editor. I would say Photoshop, but I don't pay for Photoshop, but I have it. Hint, hint. Um, get a selection around it of something you like, your references. That's why I always do references first. Pull that in and trace over it. Yeah, if you have the Adobe Suite. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So grab your references kind of like I do with PureRef. Drag the parts you like about certain things and cut those out and put those into a layer below. Get your drawing layer above it. And you need to kind of train your eye and your hand how to make shapes that you're probably not used to. I've never done concept art for anything beside, that's not, okay. When I was a kid and through junior high and high school, I used to draw a lot of characters. That was my thing. I've never drawn ships before. So if you go back and you see me just extruding ships, that's why my ships don't look so great. So what I did on the back end, just to practice, was exactly what I said. I grabbed the references, I pulled them in, I grabbed what I like. I like this part, I like this part, and I just put that part in. Then I scaled it to where I wanted it, and then I just got it um, after a while. Oh, cutaway. Okay. Yeah, that one. I don't know where you're at, so I can't even try to give any advice because you're probably in various places. One thing I did see, since you are a Star Citizen fan, I found this yesterday when trying to just find information on the original Raylan concept. Just for my own personal use, I wasn't looking for concept art, but I ended up finding a post on Reddit, maybe, I can't remember if it was 2 or 5 years ago. It wasn't recent. I know it just came out, but somebody put up, and you can find this anywhere, I bet. There were okay, there was a side cutout of the Raylan. There was a rear third cutout to show the rear. Um, I really like those. That is just pure coincidence. I happened to see that yesterday, and you're bringing that up. Um, maybe um, it could be inspiring. Let me see if I can find it. It's going to be in my history. There's a lot of concept art that they had of the interior as well from that same post. And um, the way they set up the interior concept art, I really liked it. Um, Let me see if I can find it, and I'll throw it. Oh, it came up. It was from 2 years ago. Yeah, just I don't know. I think I know stuff, and then I look at something and it inspires me. So I'm just gonna throw uh the specific images I was talking about. Here we go. Let's see if I can get an image URL. That's very long. Yep, it blocked it. No, it didn't block it. That image in particular is of the interior of the Raylan, and I like how they put the rectangles around it because that's their horizon lines. It's very, very easy to get straight lines this way and kind of figure out what things look like from different parts of the interior. That image in particular for me was very, very cool. I'm not building any ships that need this, but I liked seeing this, and it really let me know how perspective is done and for interiors. I'm never gonna make ships this big. Never, never, never. Not part of any of the games I'm bringing, or any of the ship I'm bringing into this game. All right. So now that I don't have a Discord. Yeah, I don't have a Discord. It's yeah, I don't have a Discord. Not right now. It's something that I never thought about. I am quite chronically offline where a Discord would kind of go into just being another place to create for other people to have me ignore it, and then they're going to get upset with me because I'm not constantly looking at stuff. People get mad when I'm not I don't focus all on them, so I try to spend as little time online as I can, just experiences and what I want my life to be. So yeah, I don't really have a Discord now. I might need to get over that mental hurdle before I jump into it. But I have updated sounds. Let's test this. Let's see if the sounds work. My checkpoint system works. I have splits being recorded. I have a final race screen as well that shows my times and my final time. And actually, I'm going to show this one more time. I totally forgot. I'm working with code to add my new feature into the game, and I totally forgot. It was waiting for me in the background. Let me get you the proper view. Wrong window. There you go. Perfect. All right. I went off. Yep. That's on me. Obviously the sounds are gonna need, I'm gonna miss this. I'm gonna miss that. I try to cheat by going around. I have a way to stop me from cheating, and that's what I'm doing. I'm not being patient. There you go. Good. Slow down, brakes. I keep forgetting I have brakes. I put them in. I should know. Oh shit. There we go. So one thing I'm going to, it's going to be the next, today sorry, I'm ADHD. Today might be the end of all of the ship's functionality. Everything I need for the base ship, which is this, is done after today's session. I'm going to add in overboost. I'm going to make first person, third person, and VR feel faster. It's a racing game. Then after that, this level starts to become a real level. This is all just temporary stuff. The racing line, the checkpoint location, the mountains you see, the giant flowers. It's just giving me something to test on. Fuck. It's literally just, this is just something visual. So you can see it, so I can see it. My, oh shit. Other demo levels wouldn't have done well. Ooh, shit, this one's hard. I always miss this checkpoint. Got it. Got it. Go. Oh, that turns more than I thought. So this part right here is literally just it's a rock object I have in the game. So I can't see my, yeah, I'm gonna blow up. I can't see the race line, but later I'm gonna deform the earth to actually have a cave. Multiple caves, a cave system. So this was just, I froze. It's not permanent, it's not permanent. I think it curves. I can't see it. Yep, I can't see it. Again, only demo purposes. Later, this will be an actual cave. We can go in. It curves up over here. There. There we go. So So the baseline now keeps you very honest because of shit. The boundaries I have on it. There we go. Ah, damn it. Yeah, I've changed so many things on Twitch. I don't stream on Twitch on this account so much. I stream on Twitch on my other account. So that one, all my settings are locked in. This one, no. Let me get that solved right now. Let me mute myself because we're going to hear my stream and it's going to... All right, we're good. Thank you for letting me know that. Wait, and it also shows my old stream title. I updated it. What the hell? I literally updated it and it said it updated. I just clicked, yeah, literally in OBS, it shows my correct title. What is going on? Yeah, Twitch is not updating. How I've done it every day before this works. And then now this isn't working. Okay, so I'm gonna just update it manually. There. Now, refresh. Okay, there. Now the Twitch title is set. Let me check YouTube now. I don't trust OBS anymore. Yeah, it's wrong on YouTube as well. What is going on? It worked yesterday. It worked the day before that, where I changed the settings in OBS. This morning it didn't. I'm literally clicking the button rapidly right now. This is dumb. This is so frustrating. Why do I have to do it twice? I could literally just copy and paste it from OBS. It's here. Ah, that's so frustrating. That is so frustrating. Let me... That's so frustrating. Ugh. Hold on, guys. I'm fixing technical issues that OBS likes to introduce to my life. There we go. All right. So YouTube is good. Twitch is good. Yeah, we're good now. We're good now. We're good now. Perfect. All right. So back to the game. So that is the time I got. 3:39:60. I'm going to try to beat it. Let's try to beat it. So for anybody watching, I see there's some people in here who weren't before. I am, this is a game that I built. I've been working on it. It's basically been my life the last 2 weeks. Today, a major feature goes in. That's kind of a feature I want. Oh, shit. Yep, I'm gonna blow up. I'm gonna blow up. I'm gonna blow up. Yep. Fair. I tried to cheat. I tried to cheat. Oh, shit. This is so fun. And I made it. It's just a demo level. But the ship tuning is almost in. I'm way too fast. I missed that. I'm gonna blow up. I'm gonna blow up. Yep. I didn't hit this, so when I hit the next checkpoint, it blew me up. missed that. So I hit the reset button. I forgot I had that. Forgot I had the reset button. Slow this down. That's like a real racetrack in Star Citizen. If you hit the turn too fast, so I can just drift. I don't like that. I don't like that I can just drift. Let me think of how to solve it. What? What? Okay. I'll fix the sounds later. Oh, I missed that one. I missed that one. Go back. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. I'll slow down. Hit my brake. Can you guys hear that? Yeah. Oh, no, 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 no. My mic's on. I should. That's much worse than my last time. That's so much worse than my last time. So this is the part that's huge. I can play my demo. It's playable. It's fully playable. Here's my times. I don't have a... What's the word I'm looking for? I don't have persistence where it knows how different this is from my last time. And the same thing with my splits. If you can see that, yeah, you can see that. On the right side, those splits are how fast I was between each checkpoint. So I want to have like plus blah 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 seconds. Wait a minute, the formatting. I don't think a split will ever take more than a few seconds. I'm gonna get rid of those zeros for the minutes. That's just taking up more space that's not needed. And I'm gonna make this blue. So let's go back. No, let's close that. Let's go do that. And then after that, I'm gonna work on overboost. Today it might not be super long. I think I can get all of my... Oh. Did I crash? Nope. I didn't crash. I think I can get all of my features in. Can I do this? Yeah, I can't. I can't do anything on Unreal. It's unloading the level right now. There we go. All right, so go to UI, go to race to finish. Let's change this. So opacity is higher. Let's make this a little more blue. That is good. Compiled. Great. Now the formatting for splits. Where is... it's not supposed to show because nothing is registered yet. I'm going to fix this later, but I'm going to put a note in my file that I want to change that. I don't like that. Just a note. I want to remove the minute section of splits, as most are going to be in the seconds. Research this later. Don't leave hanging. I have a I had design docs everywhere. Hold on. And I made a front end for everything. So now I have like a Bible source of truth, and all of that is good. So we are going to continue. I've got to stop playing in a game to get code to read. Yeah, it said because I was playing the game, code wasn't able to read, so I shouldn't have done that. I just wasted time. So we are going to let Claude Code do its thing. There we go. Yep. Good. I've got my coffee. It is 8:28 a.m. Usually I stream around 8 p.m. and then I stop around this time, a few hours before. Code is explaining to me multiple times that this is why I wasn't able to reach you. And it's going, code usually doesn't do that. Code's prose is usually tight, engineer talk. I don't know why it's doing that. The blocker is confirmed and diagnosed. I can't proceed with any of the 8 read blocks right now. It's not something I can fix programmatically, and here's why. Why can't read block? The editor is alive and healthy, but every channel to it is dead because all 3 HTTP listeners failed to bind at startup. The last line is misleading. UE's HTTP server log started, even though the bind failed. So the 38 route server, so I just need to restart. Yep, it literally says at the bottom, just restart it. Here we go again. That's what I get for trying to run Unreal Engine while code was trying to read it. I should have just been patient. But I wanted to start the stream off showing all I can do. Now, what I worked on last night, since I didn't stream. Not streaming let me have a much better night of sleep than the plan was. Hey, Jamal, how you doing? I'm you are on YouTube, so if you scroll back a bit, you can see where my game's at. I start the game off racing on my course. I have a checkpoint system, times, and a final time screen, which I just edited the design of. So right now I'm adding in my overboost system. You guys might have fun with that, looking at that. The overboost is going to be really, really visually something you guys see, and then the sense of speed with it. But yeah, I just added a checkpoint system. Not just, I did that last night. But if you rewind, you'll see I raced this whole course. It tracks my time. I have an out of bounds. I have wrong way in. And when I pass the final checkpoint, it's the finish line. So I manually went in, just so you guys know, and I placed all of my checkpoints. I placed them all over. Then I had to adjust. If you see this red line going over them, that's the collision box, spherical collision, which you can see here. Because too small, I wasn't registering my going through, so I upped it up to 4,000. That size is so arbitrary. I don't know what that means. I don't know what 4,000 means. This makes sense. The transform degrees are degrees. You can't make that different. Location is Unreal's unit, but there's math you can use to figure it out. I don't know the math for this. I don't know what 4,000 means, but I can visually see this works. This works. So yeah, so for the game, I'm planning, I'll actually tell you my document. Where is it? Where's my document? Hold on. Okay, so I need to get overboost in, which we're doing right now. Same style as Portal. There's nothing to do with my game in Portal 2. This is a racing game with spaceships. Portal is a first-person puzzle game with gravity. There's 0%. They're both video games. And that's it. But yeah, so now that I look at your question, did you mean what percentage of the game is done, or will I complete? Will I complete? I want 100%. I want to 100% be done with my game eventually. For the demo, I would say, so this level is going to be completely wiped, and I'm going to start making the level I want. I haven't even started that. This is just to test out at scale what this is. I wanted like what did I want? I wanted like a 6 to 10 minute A to B. This is A to B. It's not a lap course. This, I'm doing it in like 4 minutes, 3 minutes. So I need to make it longer, but this is just a demo. I know how things work now. We're good. We're good. So, oh yeah, I need to get, now that the editor's open, you're not going to see me do much. Hold on one second. Restarted the editor. Now you should be good. Now, so overboost is coming in now. I'm going to add Steam VR support. So that's gonna be a lot of backend, not super exciting, but that's the end of this stream. The non-exciting stuff. So overboost has the speed, but there's some effects that I want to go in. I want the ships to look like they're breaking through the atmosphere. And there's like a effect that I want, like bullets going through the air. I don't want blue streaking lines or anime lines going through. This is realistic. So I spec'd it. And apparently I'm going to be able to get the effects in Unreal exactly how I want. That's happening now. So I said a VR. Then the sense of speed. I want to sell the sense of speed in third person, first person in VR. And then I forgot I had my file open right here, and I could just tell you. After that, the audio, I need to get the audio for checkpoints in. I have them. I have the audio. And then I just need to put it into the game. The starting sound, D, 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 D. And I'm going to add a timer to that. And then overboost all the sounds I already have. So we're good on that. So today's going to be a lot of stuff that you can see in here. I may or may not add the Steam VR stuff online. Not super exciting. Where am I looking? Am I on the wrong account? I'm on the wrong account. Here we go. So that looks like everything for today. Overboost. Speed for third person, first person VR. Oh, scanning. I'm going to add scanning. And scanning is going to go to the ping system of the checkpoint. So every time you go through a checkpoint, it's supposed to ping the next checkpoint so you can get like a visual blip, and then it's going to make the race line visible. Currently, the race line is visible all the time. It's not going to be visible by default. That's where my ping system comes in, and then the scanning system comes in. After that, I can start bringing in the other ships and start tuning them. This is the base ship, the base settings. Other ships will be faster, but turn harder, so on and so forth. But I've got all the models made, and now that I have a base, it's going to be quite easy to just copy, so on and so forth. So it'll be ship A. That's what I have here. Race ship BP is ship A. And then the other ones will be that. The name of the game that most closely resembles my game, there's no game like it really, but it's a small part of Star Citizen. Star Citizen has a race mode in the multiplayer version, but also there's something called Arena Commander, which is just to do first-person combat, ship-to-ship combat, but there's a race mode. That is what my game is definitely the most aligned to, but that race mode is attached to a alpha game that is very broken. Feels good, looks good, but it's everything that's in that game allows fast ships to race. All they had to do is place checkpoints inside of already existing places, and then they made some racetracks. But the players make most of the racetracks in the game. This game is me taking away the MMO that's being developed for 14 years and made $1 billion and just focusing on a race experience with my rules and my functionality that I'm adding to the ships and everything. So the closest would be Star Citizen Racing. If you look on YouTube, I'm going to type it in now. Atmo Esports. Atmo Esports is Atmo Esports is an, how would I say this? It is a esports channel and company's not the word. Group, team, organization that they host different race events for everybody who plays Star Citizen. I think like every weekend there's multiple races. There's commentary, there's shirts. I have my shirt because I won a big race 2 years ago. I won a really big race. I came in second place. I was in first place the whole race. It was like a 3-hour rally race. I had to go to the bathroom. So I stopped because I was way ahead. Started again. I was still way ahead. But then my navigator got lost and he had to go get water and we lost by like a minute. So add all of that together and I came in second place, but you can see it. It's on Atmo Esports. 2 years ago, if you check. So I connected with them, not connected with them. I reached out to the head of Atmo Sports to say, I'm working on a game that's very, very adjacent to what you guys have or what you guys are doing in Star Citizen, but without Star Citizen. So, yeah, if you want to see the game, you're on YouTube. Just rewind. I went around the track 2 or 3 times. I can't do it now because I have Claude Code is doing a scan of my current ship settings. And then after that, we're going to add in the overboost feature and then tune and test that. Overboost is going to be fun. I made some really cool sounds. There's a buildup to it locking in. There is a sound that when it hits, and then there's going to be a big boost of air that comes off, and then the thing just shoots through the air rapidly. So I do need to go to the restroom. I will be right back. Right back. All right, I'm back. So we are going to continue. Should I put up the, let me see here. Did I do this yesterday? Yeah, there's the code window so you could see I'm working on the code in the background. So what Claude Code is doing, well, this is Microsoft VS Studio Code, and I've got it connected to Claude. Claude is currently scanning my, here, I'll show you. Well, you're not going to see anything, but it's scanning this to understand how to implement the system that I spec'd. So the cool thing about all of this is, and I want every like solo dev, you don't have a team, you can't afford to hire a whole team. Game companies are very selective about who they hire. It's usually connections, internal hires, transfers, so on and so forth. So we're not going to get into the game companies we wish we can without ultra luck and effort. I think we should be starting our own solo dev, and this is your developer. You fully spec and plan all the functionality you want. You make sure it's doable. You plan it how you want it to affect other systems. You know all the numbers, you know all of the features. The only thing I think that gets, when you spec, that has to be done on the spot is anything visual. So the effects of what I'm about to do, I showed pictures to Claude Code or Claude Chat, and it says it understands. I doubt it's going to nail it because it kept saying, what color do you want things to be? And I'm like, there's no color. We're going through the atmosphere. It's like, oh, yeah. Just like the picture you showed me. I'm like, yeah, just like the picture I showed you. Why are we doing anything different? But yeah. So what I'm going to do, my plan was always to have like 5 days of dev logs, and then I'm going to go off and work on this offline while I'm doing my other work. And then I'll come back to it whenever I have like another free week like this. This was very random while I wait for clients in my own company to get back to me. I was sitting here like, okay, I can play games or I can work on games. I also, on my other account on Twitch, I DJ. I've been DJing techno for about month now. Just over a month. It's almost 2 months probably. And I'm building something for that in Unreal Engine, but that one is not going to be publicly built because it's something that nobody on Twitch does. And I want to keep it very, 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 very close to heart. I'm going to turn it into an opportunity to make a little extra money. If anybody wants to copy my idea, I'll build it for them. Because I've got all of the blueprints on how to make it done or how to make it work. But here's where that gets a little more exciting for this channel. Once it's done for my DJ channel and I've got that and it works, I'm going to do the same thing for this channel. So it's just an order of operation. Priority is the DJ channel. Next is this one. So the steps that I want to do after I get this, after I get everything done functionality wise for racing, I'm not adding weapons, I'm not adding shields, I'm not adding armor, damage for the demo. I'm going to make the actual real level. And what's super fucking cool, and it's pure coincidence, Unreal Engine 5.8, which I'm running on. This project is Unreal Engine 5.8. It's they just added something to allow caves when you when you're morphing land. So because of that, I can now make the cave that you see me flying through invisible BS. I keep forgetting I'm on this I'm on my gaming account on Twitch, and I follow very different people from my DJ account, so I'm just not used to seeing so many people live. Anyways, let's continue the work. This one's going to be very visual. Everything you see here is going to be, sorry, I thought my face cam was on. I did that yesterday. Everything you see that I'm going to put in today is going to be very visual. The sense of speed, I've already got it locked in for overboost. The next one is sense of speed all around. That's going to show all the views that I do. The scan system is going to be very visual. If I can pull it off, it's going to be very visual. God, I can't wait to get that in. That's actually kind of exciting. This one is exciting. Everything I've done is exciting, but this one in particular that I'm adding now is like something that I thought of. Actually, two things. Two things. And technically, one thing I thought of is unique to this game, the vent system, and that's in. It's drifting with spaceships going 1,300 meters a second. The brake system is a brake system. Every space racing game has a brake. This overboost, though, usually is like a power-up in Wipeout, Redout, all the other games that are more on rails, hover. They're not spaceship racers. They're like hover car racers. Those, like, you hit the, like Mario Kart, the speed boost area, and then you go really, really, really fucking fast. That without that. This is all handled with your sticks to be able to go fast. So that took forever to explain. Up here, it makes sense. It makes so much sense up here. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, I need to check something on my browser. I have not checked my day job. Nope. We're good. There's something I was gonna check before that. I forgot. Why'd I do this first? Now I remember. Now I remember. All right. I just pushed my eyes too long and now I can't see clear. When I just did this, now my vision's blurry. What the hell? Are you serious? That's embarrassing. Huh. Okay. All good. All good, all good. Let's continue. The place I usually order food from looks like they went out of business. I was going to order lunch, just pre-order lunch, because if I don't, dinner time will come. This is huge. I'm sorry. I'm ADHD. I'm looking at code. You guys can't see it on purpose because sometimes it shows stuff I don't want. Not like personal information, but stuff about the game I don't want to be shown yet. You're going to see it. Now path contains perfect. Yeah, I told it to remove my machine gun. Machine gun is just something I put in 2 years ago, but it's currently set to the right trigger. I don't need it anymore. So exact button index and from the exact path, button down, break device and phone. Yep. It is figuring it all out. So let me get my fan over here. It's feeling a little warm. It's cloudy and overcast. I have no clue why it is this warm in my room. So yeah, you're gonna sit here. I'm gonna take the face cam away. You don't need to watch my face while I'm just sitting here watching. I'm just gonna run my mouth per usual. Yeah, every time I will stream this particular level, I'm gonna change up the lighting so you guys can see different lighting, how that works of the whole level. Last time it was like sunset. Now it's midday. I hope everybody is doing well and working on the stuff they love and just putting everything they want into what they want. So my stop point for this demo before I work on my DJ project will be today. So I'm a little bit curious, what am I going to do for devlog 5? I have nothing. There's some like finishing small things I can do. Yeah, maybe I'll work on the UI. Yeah, I don't have anything that shows speed, current speed, brake pressure, venting, if it's active, so on and so forth. Yeah, let me get that in. Let me get that in. Hell yeah, yeah. Even if it's a struggle, I think it's always the other end of that struggle is very, very, very satisfying. I have struggled quite a bit on this. I mean, I put this off for 2 years. I think that that's definitively struggle. My blocker, I don't know if everybody knows why I put this down for 2 years, was I couldn't get it. There was no way in Unreal Engine to read my host sauce. What host sauce is hands on stick and stick. So on my left hand, I have a throttle. On my right hand, I have a stick that's for pitch. Pitch is up and down. Yaw. Yaw is for rotating left and right. Your ship doesn't move unless you're moving forward. On my left stick is throttle forward and back. And if I twist the stick up, I strafe up. If I twist the stick down, I strafe down. If I hold the stick left or right, I strafe left or right. I have rudders below me. If I push on my right foot, push forward, I roll right. Push left on my left foot, I roll left. And then those rudders on top have brakes, left and right brake, so I can brake left and right. All of this is in for me. It's made for me. It works for me. But obviously, when I release a demo for Steam, which everybody can just try for free, you guys, I'm going to set it up so you guys can bind all of your buttons, your axes, and so on and so forth. So I have not tested it on anything besides my my setup. So I'm going to test it for mouse and keyboard, Xbox controller, and a PlayStation controller. And then after that, everybody just gets to bind and set how they want, right? Papito, hello, hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. I know I usually start my streams 12 hours earlier, but I chose sleep last night. Sleep was very, very fun. And then I woke up with the sun barely rising. Now we've got a beautiful overcast day here in Los Angeles. I love overcast days. Love them. Yeah, I forgot you were on YouTube, so you can scroll back and you could see. Go to the very beginning of the stream. You will see the biggest bit of progress. So yeah, we're adding a major feature right now. I had right now Claude Code is scanning all of my settings because we're about to touch quite a bit for speed. And I think it was you who said it yesterday about selling speed, about making the FOV higher. What I'm about to add now is going to go crazy. So, yeah, we're about to have quite a bit of fun with what we're going to add. You could see code spitting out usually everything I have, it's like 3 paragraphs, maybe. This has been, look, all of this is the report because we're touching all of this right now for this feature. So I need to throw this into Claude Chat so it knows, because Claude Chat needed this before we direct code. You're not going to see this. Here we go. So let's see what the next moves are. I have this account full of tokens. I have my other account full of tokens. So we can get through a lot. We can get through a lot today. Yep, but we're going a lot further. So first person, it's in, but we're going to be going a lot. We're going to have camera shake, head movement, like because it's shaking because of how fast you go. All of that's going to be tied to how fast I'm going. There's going to be other visual effects for first, third, and VR. So that is after this step. Yeah, after I'm done with this step, I'm purely going on a selling speed on all 3 views. So that's going to be very visual. You guys are going to see that. And if you're here, you can go, holy shit, that looks fast, or go faster, go faster. But what I expect this 2 days ago. I didn't do this yesterday. This was 2 days ago. For the final look, the speed and the function and how I want to engage it, all of that's been done for a bit. But everything I do, I focus on, which is weird as a visual guy. I focus on the function, what buttons trigger it, what do I want it to do to the ship in game. Then I work on a visual. So the first thing I worked on a visual for this was how does it look when I engage? What happens to the cockpit, which I don't have a cockpit yet. What's happening on screen for third person? There's going to be this engage meter that hits, and then when it hits full, the ship just goes. So all of that stuff I've built out after the functionality. And then, FOV changes, what visual changes, what do other ships see when you do it, what do you see from the cockpit, what do you see from third person in VR. All of that was done last night, unrelated. I wasn't streaming, and since I wasn't streaming, I used my time to figure that out. Not figure it out, to write it out. I have all this stuff in my head, but that doesn't help anybody when it's all in your head, right? Okay. Yeah. So everything code got was exactly what chat was expecting. One thing, I do not need the machine gun function sound or anything. That was for the game I made 2 years ago. But we have the trigger and button set, so it is totally fine to remove that and only let that gunfighter button trigger overboost. I need a name for a lot of stuff. A lot of my stuff has very idea names. My game doesn't have a name. Overboost has that name, but that's going to change. Vent has its name, and that's totally fine. Vent works. It's literally vents, and that's going to be fun. I really can't wait to have, when I build my ships and I have physical vents on them and I design them to open 0 to 100% physically. So as I step on the vent button, you can see the actual vents open. Right now, there's no vent. All right, hold on. Code is about to... Oh, wow. So overboost is about to go in now. The next run, we're going to get that 3x speed and the build up. So code is about to do this right now. Let's see how long it takes. I just sent it. It's thinking. So it said what we're about to add this run. I can hold boost with my left throttle, which is normal. Then when I pull the right trigger, that's going to engage overboost. From 0 to 2 seconds, there's a buildup. And then once it hits, 3x speed goes. And then all of my controls get very loose. So this is for professionals or straightaways. So if I turn left to yaw now, it goes a certain speed. When I'm overboosting, that speed is going to be much faster. It's going to be much more sensitive. So this is great for people who can like baby their controls, or if you want to straightaway on the last straightaway, you overboost and commit. But overboost will damage your thrusters, your battery system, and your boost. If you do it too much, you will lose your ability to boost for the rest of the race. You will have to pay for repairs on everything that you damaged. So it's quite everything I have is like a rock, paper, scissors. If you do this and it helps you, there's going to be a counter to hurt you. I'm a fighting game fan, and a lot of that I'm bringing into the systems of racing. Nothing about the game is going to be arcadey. I'm going for space realism. If that means anything. I'm laughing saying it. I'm not gonna believe my own bullshit when I say that, but hopefully that makes sense to you. So yeah, we let code put in overboost. Something in my oh. Well, thank God. Code's like, the thing that I thought was a machine gun is not the machine gun, so I'm not touching that. Let me scan it first. What if it just was like, nope, I don't care. Let's just go. And then 20 minutes later, 5 things are broken. This is why I did all this stuff offline without AI. There was no AI when I was doing this 2 years ago. And it was just me following tutorials from people around the world, watching stuff in slow motion because they talk so fast or because I can't understand them. And then things were broken. Things were broken. Then I look at the comments and then everybody's complaining about that thing being broken. And the creator of the video seems to dodge only that question, but they reply to everything else. That was fun. That was fun. So now all of the trial and error is done through code. I go in and test and tune. Because this is a racing game, it's very, very feel. I think that part is a little bit, I'm not going to use the word hard, but it's the hardest part of what I'm doing. Even before AI, I implement things and then I feel, okay, we need to change this from 100 to 80. There we go. It feels better. So with this, Claude implements it and I'm doing the same thing anyway myself. That's why right now, this started with Claude scanning because I've made my settings because all of that's getting touched. Why can't I select what is going on? I can't select below here. That's so weird. All right, so let's feed this to Claude. I'm gonna take a picture of that. Something important is happening and I don't trust myself fully. It's saying it's going to delete something. So I do not want to even go near that. Okay. So we have a decision. Done. Ah. Oh, okay. Cool. There was something that was hanging behind, but it's going to go into overboost anyway, so it's totally fine. Totally fine. Totally fine. Oh, I see I have 4 people watching. I can't play the game right now because features are being added and I will break features if I try to play. So you're stuck watching code add the feature and listening to me talk while here's what I can do. Here's what I can do. Let me do this. I can fly around. I'm going to keep code here because I'll know when I need to go change or accept things. There we go, like that. Here, let's change the light. Let's change the light. Let's go back to the beginning of the race. Let's go here. Let's go up and get a wider view. So this is like your morning time light. I'm changing the directional light over here. Here it is. If you see the sun, can you see this? You can't see this. Let me turn off code. Let me turn off the screen for that. There. So here you can see the sun. No, you can't. Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. There's the sun. So as I rotate that, it goes down, it goes up. Then here I rotate where in the sky it is, and that changes all of the shadows of what I have. So I can lower this, and then we get now, let me do that. I'm going to turn the brightness up. No, I'm going to make the brightness lower. That sunlight has a little bit of green, a lot of bit of green in it from the last one I did. This is a Marsy planet now, just for fun. That's too Marsy. This is the Mexico filter from Hollywood. Let's do that. Let's do that. Then I would say skylight needs to change as well to that. We're not going to go too crazy there. That can get quite wild if you don't tame it. So I'm not going to go too crazy there. So we are on, code is on. I keep saying we. You're here with me. I did the planning. Code is on. It finished step 0A, 0B, 0C. Then there's there's 7 new variables, and then A through H, and then compile and save, and final read back. So things are getting done over here on code side. Oh, I wanted to show something here. I had mentioned this earlier. Let me go to, here we go. Imported ships, my spaceship. I called the ship the Manta because it looks like a, oh, you can't see this. Yeah, hold on. You guys can't, oh, wait a minute. What is this? This was the original blueprint I made for this ship, but in my old collision model was a cube, so if I hit the front, it would blow up. Now that is not issues. This is going to end up getting deleted anyway, but here's where the third-person camera lies. The first-person camera is on the nose. That smoke that you see here, this was my that was my key to know that the ship works, or just to know something works. I'm just laughing about it now because this was me, my first steps into Unreal. But yeah, so now this is, the full version. I've got my brake thrusters here. The down here is where the main thrusters go, but I didn't model that. I didn't model an engine or a thruster. And then the vents are coming from here. You can see, where's sockets? Where's sockets? Wrong model. I need to do it on the actual model. Wait, if I go up, wait, what? Raceship A for Unreal. Raceship UVU unwrapped. Okay. So if I go here we go. Static mesh. This is where you can start pinning sockets. So here's brake thruster. So when I'm on here, brake thruster goes there. So if I move that, it'll obviously move it on here. But since we're coding stuff, I'm not gonna touch it. Very tempting. Very, very tempting. Then we have the thrusters here, thruster R, right, thruster L here. Then the vent is here. So whenever I do the vent, ribbons come out. That needs to be updated. I don't like the way that looks. Looks like a piece of white paper coming out of my ship. But yeah, that was how I set up that. And ooh. So code just confirmed it added the speed ramp or the speed, max speed. So that's going. Let me add something because I might be AFK and I want people to know what they're seeing. I'll just add it here. Currently, trigger and function can't PIE play in editor when code, I'll say Claude code is implementing. There. It did duplicate. It went to the top. That's funny. That is funny. Why did it? Okay, it literally duplicated it. Okay. Because it's the same name. There we go. There we go. Just so you guys know. That needs a background. That's hard to read, huh? I don't see. Here we go. Oh, there is a background. Here we go. There. Background has no padding. That's so annoying. That is so annoying. Excuse me. Big stretch. God, I needed that. That felt good. So the next step is, let's see here. Okay. And yeah, everything's going the way it should. Per usual, I don't drink my coffee when it gets cold. I don't go to the restroom when I need to go to the restroom. I'm just so hyper focused on this. Yeah, my coffee is incredibly cold. That's hilarious. I just got a copyright strike on my second devlog. If you remember, I accidentally had my my main audio thing unmuted. I should have muted it before I went to go click on something, and I got a copyright strike on it. It says I can't monetize. I'm not going to monetize these. I don't care. Nobody's ever going to pay me money for this on YouTube. Sorry, my friend who I wished happy birthday just replied to me, so I'm just letting her know. Oh, I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful. Okay, yeah. All right, lesson learned. I need to be very careful before I click on any videos on my phone or on my PC. I need to just let me see what the actual strike is. I'm wondering. I know I opened something and there was music playing. Um, and I was sitting here like, wait, no, I'm streaming. What am I thinking? Uh, Let me go to that Gmail account. Here we go. Oh, it was Dragon Ball Z. Shala head shala. It's when I was on my sampler, and I have Dragon Ball Z's theme song in Japanese on my sampler, and I accidentally scrolling through audio that I was recording for the audio of the game. I was just scrolling through it. It played like a bit, and I was kind of like, oh, hell yeah. And then I thought, wait, no. I'm going to get a copyright strike. And I did. So whatever. No money on YouTube for me. That's what Twitch is for. No, my day job is where my money comes from. I don't expect money. The hell? Somebody's honking their horn outside. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. I love this. It's so overcast today. This is my favorite weather. Let me see if, oh, it's going to go away in 2 hours. Oh, and then it gets very hot. What the hell? Next week is going to be crazy hot. Fun. So fun. All right. Code is still going, doing its job. I love this because hold on. When I first was using Claude Code and MCPs allow any AI tool to create a server that allows the tool to talk to the software you're using. When I first started doing this 2 weeks ago, which got a lot of stuff done, it required a lot of work on my end to create variables, place variables, wire them to certain nodes and blueprints, because it wasn't able to do that on its own. 5.8, for some reason, the old, not even the official MCP, the old third-party MCP discovered that it can do all of this without me doing that. That was like a fun, I think, did I figure this out while I was streaming? Yeah, I think I was streaming when I figured that out. Because I was sitting here like, yeah, I'm going through, and I was like, wait a minute, it says that it can do, yeah, I was streaming. I think it was the one 2 days ago. Or yesterday's stream. The one that ended yesterday. No stream started yesterday. But yeah, that was a huge update to Unreal Engine 5.8. Something in the system on their end unlocked, and that was huge for me. But 5.8 also adds something I want for my Twitch channel project, and to model caves for the ships to fly through in this game. Before there, you had to like model that in either cheat by adding geometry on top of like a U shape, and you add geometry. Oh, Unreal Engine crash. Not good, not good, not good. Not good, not good, not good. So we're going to have a small delay because code is trying to write to Unreal. And it's going to need to tell me, I'm just going to stop it. I told you guys that the other day. If you ever see any of your AIs doing stuff you don't want it to and you've got tokens, stop it. Just stop the process. You don't have to let it fail until the error comes back if you know what the error is. That's a very black and white. Unreal crashed. So I just realized the Unreal Engine load screen is a very basic flat plane with some terrain and then some fab rocks thrown in. Okay, Unreal Editor crashed during that last part, but I just got it up again. So I'm typing this into the terminal for code, and code is going to get right back to it. There we go. It's finding out where it, the last thing it did that went through. It double checks its work because I told it to. That's a big, big thing if you do use AI for development. You need guardrails. You need guardrails to give it. It will do what it thinks, but there's a lot of stuff that it can't do the first time. It does not know Unreal Engine 5.7 at all. So I had to go train it by finding a lot of documents. And unfortunately, Unreal Engine Epic Games, their documentation is page for page by functionality. And that would take me weeks to train it. I'm going to train my own LLM on my computer that I don't have to pay for on Unreal Engine. And that's just going to be something I do constantly. So I can ask it to answer questions for me, and it can do that without Claude. I don't need to pay for Claude or ChatGPT. And I hope it will be able to do this coding part. I've seen people doing that on Unreal forums. They've got their own local LLM doing the same thing I'm paying Anthropic for code to do. So I could get rid of this $20 a month subscription for Unreal. That's the ultimate goal, but it's a later state. I'm having fun working on a game instead of focusing on the back end. But that's what I'm going to do. My current LLM that I have running it gets the job done. It's just very, very wordy. And it just throws out every possible answer for your question, which is not helpful when you just want a quick answer. I asked who won the Super Bowl last year. And somewhere in the like 5 pages of answers, it told me who won the Super Bowl last year. So that's obviously not good. But I highly recommend if you have a good GPU, start building your own LLM. Your LLM is a tool that you can have on your computer to help you get anything. It's not just game design. I'm using it for game design in my day job, for creating organized databases and documents. There's just a lot of stuff that you can build towards. And you don't have to pay anybody for it. We're at the point where the tools that come out will help us make tools to be better than them immediately. Also, anybody up? We crashed again. We crashed again. Yep, let's stop it. Is it crashing on the same? No, because it got further. It got further than it just checked off something on the checklist. So this is just another, it just crashes all the time when you're having this go. So now what code is implementing is loosening rotation yaw pitch. The last thing, to be very honest, that's funny that it put this in, but it's my fault because I didn't do it. I wanted to make my reversed thrust very, very weak compared to what it is now. I totally forgot to do that before I did this. So it's going to do that. I would say right now, currently, code is like 90% done with implementing this. So you can see Unroll's up. So I'm going back. So one thing, whenever you start noticing stuff like this, you tell code to create logs on error with this data, this data, this data, this data. So I want timestamps. I want what crashed, what you noticed, and then be able to send a report so we can fix that. So hopefully after this, I'll be able to troubleshoot why it keeps crashing. We'll see. If my system works, my system might not work. But my number one problem, not problem, I didn't mean to say that. Whenever I run into a problem in whether it's Claude chat or code, I always, not always, I, after the work, try to find a way to make sure that never happens again or to learn from it. Me learn. me learn. So I can learn from it. Oh, what just happened? Oh, something was lost in crash. So it's going back to do something. Because it was in order, like A, B, C, D, and now it's like C again. Cool. We're back. We're back. We're back. I'm going to go to the restroom. I'll be right back. I'm drinking a lot of water and coffee every morning, so restrooms galore. All right, I am back. It is a little cold, so I am going to lower my window fan. There. I like the cold, but that was a little bit much. That was a little bit much. Actually, I might need to throw on. Where's that air coming from? I'm feeling a breeze. Like on my legs. Why? I have no fan down here. Is that coming from here? Let me try. No, where is this coming from? Oh, I found it. I have another fan. It's so silent. Yep. My mystery silent fan on the other side of my room was making, yeah, that's much better. Now let me get my window fan going to 100. There we go. There we go. All right, code is making good progress. It is, so first we're getting functionality. So what you're going to see, probably some debugs in the upper left corner that say that it's engaged. And then you're going to see me go really fucking fast. And then, oh, it looks like it's done. It said final compile clean. It's crossed it out. Now it's just finishing up. So we might be very, very close to seeing this. So the first thing, again, is functionality. The next step is selling it in first person, third person, and VR. There's a view from the cockpit that I want, and then there's a view externally that I want, which third person and other racers will see. I really hope I can get it across the look I want. Is going to be fucking cool if a ship just suddenly zooms off. Oh, build pass 1 is complete. All right, it's giving me a report, and I get to test this soon. Huh. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 variables to make this all made. All right, it's time to test, guys. Let's do this. So I'm going to remove this message so you guys can see it properly. I'm going to put my face cam back on so you guys can see my reaction to this, because this is going to be big. I'm going to go very fast. Is the plan. It takes a while. The level is quite big, so you guys play games. There's always loading. This is where a loading screen would happen. Which is, I have no optimization, but again, this is not even a final level. The final level will be much heavier than this. Much heavier. You guys can't see that. I'm about to switch it. You can hear it. You can definitely hear it. I see it on OBS. There we go. Flying upside down. Why can't I hear it? Oh, I'm going to take the mute off, or my mic off, so you guys can just hear the game without it being doubled up. So I don't think it works. I don't feel like I was going 3 times faster. And I don't see any type of debug that lets me know the engage is going in. And I wouldn't notice 3x speed. So maybe it's not in. Oh, I haven't sent the report to code yet. So yeah, it's literally right here. So build pass 1, it's called build pass 1, not the full thing. So maybe the speed is not in. I don't care about all the steps. I just want done. And then so I don't see the print strings on screen at all. And pretty sure I would see and feel the 3x in looseness, but I don't. So we need to troubleshoot this. Oh, I almost select all and then overwrote what I just typed. So let's see now. See, code didn't knock it out the first time. Code has to do this because it is great at what it does, but it places all nodes in the same line, and I have a few dozen all layered on top of each other. A future job, I hope you and code can help me organize my blueprint graph. Code really threw things into chaos, but things work. So let's have code do what you just asked me. I'm not going to be able to find that many. Wait, we took all the print strings out. So there might only be 1 or 2. So before I even do that, wait. Where are my editing windows? At the top right there. Now it's there, but let's look for print. Okay, print string. That's velocity. Yeah, like this shit. Come on. Yeah, I don't think that doesn't have an out, but it does have an in. So just so you can see, Claude Code, yes, it's making my life easy, but it's putting all of these nodes here. Look at this mess. It's just multiple layers. You can see it as I zoom in. So things work. It's just creating them all here. Whereas before, I was placing things near where they would work, and then code just connected the wires. So I hope code can clean this up and put things near there. So like if this is connected to this, it's going to move it near there. I might just have to spend a fucking month putting this together, but I hope code can move this. It's rough. It's rough. Oh, okay. Well. Oh, so Claude Chat just told me code has an arrange for the graph. So it can, we have to scope it like by this feature, this feature, this feature, which I already have for my 2 years ago plan. And then for some things I've done the last week, we can, it looks like code can organize all of that. That would make my life so good if I don't have to look at all of those nodes. Actually, I don't know. This is quite a controversial topic in the Unreal Engine community from the Unreal, what was that called? Unreal Festival? Unreal Fest? I don't know what that was. 2 days ago, we watched it here. And I didn't get a copyright strike for it. Unreal Engine 6 is apparently getting rid of blueprints. And it's relying on a coding system, which is supposed to be easier for AI to code and implement stuff. But people are worried about what about the humans, because a blueprint makes things easier for people who can't program. So all the things you see here is blueprints. The blueprints hold a bit of code that a programmer would probably need to write multiple lines of code, but this does it in a visual way. That is going away for Unreal Engine 6. So I think there's a lot of ambiguity about that. But I have a feeling there's going, I don't know, I feel like blueprints are not going away. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But no, but not everybody's going to use AI as a tool to implement features like I am. Like I say, oh, just use AI to build your features. But no, it should be available for people to use without it. Of course. Or require like a developer. So anyways, we code just did its job. Found it. One break, two wires, both set overboost meter, then pins go to escape by the report surface. Something bigger you need to hear about before you tune. Your speed and looseness should already be working, and you said they aren't. Read this because it changes what to test. Code says C, speed, and E, loosens and data-driven, not executed, so they should fire whenever machine gun and boost are true. Even with this break, you felt nothing. That means either the meter isn't actually climbing or the trigger bolt isn't going true. The break explains a dead print, but not dead speed and looseness. If code claims is right. So the reconnect might fix everything, or it might fix only the print and leave you still feeling nothing, we don't assume. So two things in one code pass, so not just a reconnect. Blah, 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 blah. We're going to do that. My read, the 4-branch caveat code flagged. Answer 1 is likely the real story. You're rushing the spliced. Then it gives me API names for shit that nobody who uses Unreal sees. I love it. Each of these nodes has like a, here, I'll give you 1574DDB0. That's like that print string node. So code sees everything, name that. And I told Claude Chat to name them what they're actually used so I can use them. And it keeps forgetting. This is like baked into the project's memory, and it still gives me API names, which I can't do anything with. Nothing in Unreal Engine shows that API name. Oh man. I need to sit back in my seats more, my chair more. So what happened is code implemented my overboost. It said that it worked. I had no print screen to confirm that it did, even though it said it confirmed. And I months ago, a month and a half ago, said, if you test it again, test it with internally and test it with, like if it's ever server check, internal servers always work, but external servers don't. So this has nothing to do with servers. I'm not online, but the fact that I've touched nothing, reported that something was wrong, and it found something wrong, something is wrong with the original programming. Wait. So why didn't it do that? All right. Let me send this to code. And I am going to get it saying something. It's going to work now, but it's not going to work for the future. So we should make a decision now. Okay. So what Claude assumed was wrong. And finally, it trusts me. It didn't believe me that I couldn't feel the looseness of the controls, but it did it in a very nice professional way instead of, I don't believe you. Let's confirm. Claude is kind of mean if you don't. I think all AI is kind of mean if you don't tell it, talk to me like somebody who wants to pay you monthly instead of like, you are an expert at this and I am somebody who's just asking a question. I can see why people would probably not want to stick to certain models until you give it rules to be polite. Somebody has a skill. Skills are things that you give to code so it works a certain way. It's called like autism mode, and apparently in autism mode it works better. It's out there. If you search for that with Claude Code and the skill, apparently it makes coding and any planning stages a lot better. And it was an autistic developer that named it that. So it wasn't just somebody the typical way where nobody knows what autism means. It was an actual person who made that, and they said it made their code better. Now everybody's passing it around and editing it to make it better. Geez, this think it's 5,000 tokens. I'm going to be hitting my limit sooner than I want. Let me see what I'm at. That was a lot of tokens just for that. Settings, usage. Okay, this session has been taken 46% of this session's tokens, so that's not that bad. That resets in 2 hours and 12 minutes. I have another account, so if this hit 100, I'll be at that 2 hours and 12 minutes before I run out on here. The only issue with this account is I'm at 96% for my weekly usage, which means this is going to be done until Sunday, but it's Friday. My other account, though, the weekly is up, but when I hit the session limit, that's going to be a hard stop for any function implementation. It's going to be all design, tuning, stuff that doesn't need Claude. So yeah, this is gonna hit 100% this stream. I'm gonna have to rely on my other account. Totally fine. No, that's not true. I was gonna say I've only worked on the game this week. That's not true. I've worked on a lot of other things, and hitting my weekly limit is expected. When I first started using Claude and Code, I was using a lot. I was like hitting weekly limit quite early, but I have a lot of stuff that I was building from zero on, and all of the planning and engineering stages before that with Claude Chat. So like my first month of using Claude, I was hitting my weekly limit so quick. But these days, with everything I've implemented, plus just how far I am in all of my projects, I don't use too many. This will be the first time I'm getting kind of close. Now I'm gonna hit the limit. I'm 100% gonna hit the limit before Sunday. 100%. To re-anchor send, verify and save, then I've updated the build memory with the correct anchor and the root cause notes. Summary of what changed. It's ready for your test. You should now see the overboost meter print on screen during flight. And the speed throttle. Okay, so now everything should work, is what it's saying. Save. Are we ready? Let's get the throttles unlocked. If I don't move my rudders with my feet, every time I start, well, before I do this, every time I start, the ship is just spinning super rapid, but we're good now. I got some subscription to somebody. I don't even know who the hell it is. And it just ended. Oop. So let's get you guys here. I always have to do this twice. So overboost is at 0. You see that on the left. So we're going. This is regular speed, regular boost. And I'm going to trigger overboost. There it is. There it is. Holy shit. This is what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Let's see it in first person. Whoa, shit. We got it. Oh, wait, what's this? What's happening here? Oh, I'm inside of the... Just so you know, if you've not seen me do this, I have a Toby eye tracker. So it follows, when I'm in first person, it follows all of my movement. So it's in, the feature's in. Now we need to add the visual effects. So that is great. Oh shit. That is great for straightaways. It's going to be a bit hard, but again, a good pilot will be able to baby it because it does damage components in the ship. What'd I blow up there? I have a hardware problem on my left stick. It's not mounted to my mount correctly, so it keeps coming off. I need to put 2 more screws on it. I'll do that later. But right now, when I was trying to play, it came off, so let's just redo it. All right, so I've already made the sounds. So we're gonna be inputting the sounds in and then the visual to really sell the overboost. But overboost is in. Let's go to third person. So I'm gonna do, there it is. Now I'm going super fast. I want that. I want it unhinged. For this level, it's not, for these type of turns, it's not going to be the best, but there's parts of the level that are, you know, on a real level that are going to be straightaways, and that's going to be great for straightaways, or a really good pilot who will baby it, and then once they hit the turn, they stop it, drift into the turn, go around the curvy part, then engage it again. I'm not good at my game yet, so that's not happening right now, but it's in. It's in. Everything works now. Ready for the next phase. So the next phase should be audio and visuals. 2 numbers, 5 minutes. Speed, does full overboost read is roughly 3x boost. 2 tame, 2. The English on this is weird, what? Okay. It's too wild. Okay. Looseness, does it fight you at full without being unflyable? Too easy, raise rotation and above. 8, uncontrollable, lower. This is the one most likely to need a nudge. Tell me if both feel right or what you changed. Then we lock and move. Next phase is phase 2. The wake ribbon. Layer 1 of the shockwave. Safe build. All 3 views. New Niagara component on vent L and vent R. By overboost meters, so it thickens as the meter fills and rips at full. It's the color layer. Your fixed but frame tunable overboost color goes here. One decision before I spec it for code. And then it stopped? Oh, it didn't stop. The wake ribbon is the colored trailing streak, your reference image 1. Build it from scratch as a new Niagara system or duplicate your existing vent ribbons and wait. I don't even know why you first mentioned vent ribbons, but now that you were being explicit, this has nothing to do with my vents. I don't even know why you brought it up. My images I sent, the words I spent time explaining to you, and that you confirmed until this message never mention vents, nor the Niagara on them. They are very basic lines, no transparency. They don't even look like air going through a spaceship. I don't want, no, because it's early, because they are just temp FX. I don't want this tied to that. I want the final spec we agreed on days ago. This is the fun part. You're right. Drop the vent ribbon entirely. I conflated rear socket Niagara that already exists with your effect, and they have nothing to do with each other. The vent ribbons are temp placeholder lines. Your shockwave is its own thing built from scratch. Thank you. Back to the spec we actually agreed on. What about that? 3 layers, driven off overboost meter, built lowest risk first. Wake, the colored streak ripping off the back, your image 1. Vapor cone, the perpendicular disk shell, other ships read, yes. The Schlieren refraction wrap, which is what I want. Colorless, screen distortion, bending the air around the nose and your body, your image 3 and 4. VR gated, built last. All new, nothing reuses or touches the vent systems. Thank you. So the correct decision, build the wake as a brand new Niagara system from scratch, attached to a new component on the rear sockets, no duplication of anything. Confirming that's the call? Yes. Then I write the pass to spec for code? Yes. One thing I need before I spec it, and I won't guess. Where the wake spawns from, the rear gave us rear sockets vent L and R plus thruster L and R. The names say vent and thruster, but they're just socket positions on a mesh. For a single centered streak off the tail, you might want one new socket dead center. For twin streaks, you use the 2 thruster sockets. Which do you want? One centered or 2? Overboost is coming from the thrusters. So I want it coming from the thrusters. 2, as overboost is putting the engine and thrusters at 3x output. So the trails will come from the same thrusters as the final ship designs will have properly designed vents that open and close. Nope, I didn't mean vents, thrusters. Thrusters that open and close, and not all ships will have the same amount, shape, size, and orientation of thrusters. Orientation of thrusters. So let's make sure we lock it to the same, the same thrusters. So it is baked in today, and any future ship gets them from the thruster sockets. My space bar is just not working. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. Not working, but it's not working well. All right. So code apparently, not code. So this is, I told Claude not to create new ideas. And right now it kind of tried to. And I had to spend that time correcting it on what it thought it should be. It usually doesn't do that. It usually doesn't try to recommend doing something without me. Okay. Okay. I don't know why it just told me that, but who cares? We're going to do it later. All right. So second pass is going in. This is the visual pass. The speed works. We are going to add the first person and third person in VR. The wake. So this is, the ships are breaking through the atmosphere. So you're going to get wind going by. And as it rips through the atmosphere. Oh, okay. Unreal is using the new 5.8 MCP. And it looks like it's doing something new. What is... Wait a minute, it just said something interesting. This build has a far richer Niagara toolset than my notes recorded. Those were 5.7. Niagara toolset system advertises system emitter module creation. Let me get its schema. The schema has 278,000 characters. Let me extract just the function names and their signatures for targeted. So maybe with what 5.8 came out, with what I explained, it might be able to create the Niagara system. That's something I need for my other project. This is going to be the test. The native MCP has a full Niagara authoring API in 5.8. Let me list all the system and component tools names so I know my building blocks. This is huge. Now, I have the visual in my head. I shared images with it, and reading the explanation is using the actual scientific terms, so it should know it. But how does AI visualize that? I'm really curious. Let's see. I chose the creative look, but I'm definitely I predict I'm gonna have to go and edit the look to match what I want. But it seems like it's going to attempt it. I'm very curious about how this is going to work because this is new for Unreal Engine 5.8. Unreal Engine 5.8 came out 2 days ago. So I have no clue what's about to happen. I've got 2 third-party MCPs, and then the official MCP came out 2 days ago. 5.8's architecture allowed my third-party MCP to basically one-shot implementation. This new one, wow, wait a minute. Okay, watch. Found ideal stock templates, a distance-based ribbon emitter, exactly to spawn per unit ribbon I need. Neither is event ribbon. Yeah, I told you not to do that. Let me create the system and add the ribbon emitter, then read back its topology. It's creating a Niagara system for me for something ripping through space. It knows what it needs, clear lines when going through. I told it that. I showed it images, so it knows. And it's saying I found the Niagara tools to build it. What if this? It said it created it already. That was quick. 31 seconds. Emitter wake added with a ribbon renderer. Plus initialized particle lifetime color ribbon with. Okay, sorry. It's in 31 seconds. It created the Niagara system for this wake. Wake is what it looks like behind you as I'm doing overboost. The wake of the engines. So if this works, holy shit. When it works. This is big because my other project has something I set up and it's very, 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 it would take me a long time to duplicate and then align it. I have a light system like a club, and the lights go on like, a movement rotator, and they just loop and they do whatever they need to do. Setting up one is fine, but once you copy it and move it to the left, some things could kind of break. But if this can do it all, I create the one light and the animation I want, and then it can duplicate it and change the settings based off of the distance. I'm imagining. That's in my head. I could be wrong. This is huge, though. Also, for a game that I never will probably ever make, I wonder, because what I really want is going to be based off of Niagara and effects. I'm just going to offline try to see if code can pull that off. What is that? Oh, the wind is hitting a I have a bag over here and it's barely moving in the wind. This is huge. I'm kind of hungry now. 10:17. Uh-oh. Kind of funny games. PlayStation Digis PC welcomes AI. That was short-lived. Were PlayStation games coming out on PC? Very short-lived. Oh. Oh, shit. This is great. I've never ever done sales in my life. I don't, I guess I didn't used to have the confidence to do sales, even if it's something I made. Now at my day job, I'm choosing to do cold emails, cold connections, and I'm getting quite a few people. So that means they like what I have. And I'm setting up calls for next week. Once I get the next one, I'm moving to Europe. So it's this is big. This is big. Nice, nice. Yeah, it's 10:17 a.m. over here as well, 10:18. And but yeah, I usually stream from like 8 p.m. to, you've seen me, like 7 a.m. my time. But today or last night I chose sleep instead of streaming. So I was like, I'm just gonna wake up and stream, and here I am. But but yeah, I always forget I need to check my day job. But no, this is huge. I'm dealing with like government people. They could just ignore me, but I'm getting like one or two people a day, which is very, very makes my confidence go up. That's all I gotta say. To have that have nothing to do with what you see games, it's my own stuff. And now I get to work on my game. My company is doing well. Well, it's going to. Yes, the checkpoints work absolutely as expected. There's not a single issue now. I troubleshooted that last night offline when I wasn't streaming. I implemented them and then I troubleshot. They have if you can see here, I can go in there and show you. The racing line, this racing line, the blue one, has a, let me click it here. I can't click it. There we go. It has an invisible boundary. It's based off a distance. So just imagine there's like an invisible tube going around it. That is my boundary. Before it was too tight. So I was kind of veering and it would blow me up immediately. Right now, I want it like that. It's going to be I made it more forgiving. So now I can get through the race, no problem at all. But it's not going to blow you up in the final game until you go very far. So I'm going to like absolutely boost this, but for testing purposes, I'm going to keep it a little bit tighter. The checkpoints register my split times. They the final checkpoint will be the finish line. And right now, code reads the numerical order. So if you look over, can you see that? Yeah, let me move my picture. You don't need my face. So if you look over here, you're going to see it's really small, but checkpoint 21 through checkpoint here, it knows based off of that what is the first checkpoint, what is the final checkpoint. So I can't test now because code is going. If code is going and I test, it fails every time. So I can't do that. Not right now. It's almost done. Code is almost done with the visual effect that we're going to have. So you're on YouTube. You can just rewind and you can see it working. Just scroll back to the very beginning of this video. The very first thing I do is go through the track. And then shortly after that, I go through it again. And not too long ago, right before this, I did it. So if you go back like 40 minutes, you can see me test it. And yeah, the atmosphere is definitely, I'm going to change it every time I test this out. There's always going to be a different look. Yeah, this is almost done. We're going to have a visual look for third person, and I think all views, maybe all views for the wake. No, 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 no. This is only going to be for third person and for other racers to see what's going on. So we're about to see. I sent it images. It got it wrong the first time, and I explained what I want it to look like. Claude Code and the new Unreal Engine 5.8 MCP are creating the visual effect. 90% of my session limit I just hit, which is fine. I can switch account. My other account has 0%, so no problem. And it keeps all of the details. I don't need to teach it anything. I might need to go set some sockets apparently. Oh, nope, it said it's reachable via Python. Interesting. Interesting. But yeah, there was like a long list of steps to get the visuals in. It's on the last or the second to last step now. So, but it's running into issues. I'm seeing now an error, failed to find property. Uh-oh. So it's doing what I said. Before it would not repeat, it would report that I had an error and stop. I said, always look into all tools available, even if you have to search the internet, to get past the problem you have before you report back to me that we are fully stopped. Ever since I put that in, I never have it stop. It will hit a problem and solve it on its own because I said that. By default, it wasn't doing that. So you've got to put guardrails on or you're going to constantly just be reminded, I couldn't do this. What do I do now? It does it all. So see it first and then talk about what it makes sense. This is my idea in game and how I want it to look and work. So makes sense and all that's kind of irrelevant. Mario jumping on turtles and they go inside of a shell doesn't make sense to me. We've had it for multiple decades now. So I hope that's clear. I hope that's clear. But yeah, it's not in yet. So wait until you see it, until you can form a stronger opinion than concept. I've not shared any visual yet, so how it's going to look. So it's not even implemented yet. It's not even implemented yet. The FOV part. But yeah, it's my creative decision, my choice to have certain things in to sell it. And that's what I want. And I'm going to test. I'm not releasing a game today. I'm not releasing a game tomorrow. Open development to get features in so people can learn how to get features into their games. And then the creative part, all the decisions will be mine. Tuning, again, I don't want you to stop sharing that. I want your opinion, but I will explain to you my thinking. I think it's very easy to let people want to control things that I'm doing, and I could be like, oh yeah, let's do that. But no, I've got what I want in my game and how I'm going to do it, and enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride, especially when it's not done yet. We're at 97%. This account is I think this account's about to hit its weekly limit too. No. Oh, I'm on. Okay, this is bad actually. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not bad. I'm on my other account for code right now, but for chat, I'm on my other account. So I'm gonna have to switch chat. No. What? I'm confused. No. I'm just gonna have to switch code to my main account. We're almost done. This is report and flag live tune items. All the implementation is done. We're at 99% though. So this might tell me I'm gonna hit my limit after this. But I learned something in VS Code that before I used to log out of Claude by doing Claude /logout. And then it automatically logs you out, then goes to the login process again and get to another account. Yep, I just hit my limit. So now I know there is a / switch account. And that just works. Wait a minute. I thought I was on. No, that account was resetting after 2 hours after I started the stream. So we're good now. We're good now. After this. Yep, that's all it took. Now I'm good. Before switching, hold on, please continue this job. It was like a 2-minute detour to have me switch. That was instant. That's much better for my workflow. Much better. But this is almost done. If that didn't happen, we would have been much better. Why is it scrolling up? Here we go. So yeah, literally, according to code, the last step was it's giving me a report and it's flagging things that I need to tune, which is great. Oh, the white, that's the race line. It's visible now, but it's not going to be visible in the final game. Let me explain how that's going to work. Hold on. Code. I knew code was about to ask me. Okay, here we go. Now I can do it. So when you start the race, that blue line is going to be gone. And then you go, let me go a little bit faster. So when you go through and I pass this collision for the checkpoint, it's going to make a sound and then it pings the next checkpoint. This line will show up for a brief amount of time. So you kind of get an immediate look at, okay, I need to go and follow it. And then it will fade away eventually. Ships systems are going to, depending on what you upgrade, depending on what you focus on, if you are not a great racer and you aim for navigation systems, which aren't going to come in for the demo, that line will appear longer, wider, easier to see. But there's a scanning system as well that you can use ship resources to get that line to appear. So for free, the checkpoint's given off like a ping system. Bing, and you can see it, then it fades away. Or you use your scan system and the scan will make it appear, but it drains meters. So if I'm really bad at the game and I can't see the line, I can just scan and I've got the line the whole time. But once that meter goes out, it goes away. Then I have to wait for it to go up and it's very slow. So that's how this is going to work in this game. Most racing games have on the ground, there's like the blue line that tells you can go full throttle. Then it goes to like yellow, orange, red for braking. Red is like full brake or no throttle, so you can get it to a turn. And then you go. I'm not going to have that because I just want people to learn themselves how to control throttle, brake, speed. That's going to be the learning curve of this game. And I don't want them to see this line as they fly through it. So again, this level is purely for me to get this to see how the system works. I didn't know how to get this working. And on my test level, it's way too small, way too short. So I made this level to actually test out what are checkpoints along this line going to look like and how they're going to work. Then I actually know what I'm racing on. So yeah, it goes through, oops, I'm going too fast. Through the whole course until the, oh, that's the beginning. Until the end. Over here. So now that the checkpoint system is in, now that the racing line is in, I'm adding overboost. I'm going to add the checkpoint ping. And I'm going to add the scanning. After that, the ships are done. No more functionality is going in for the demo. I'm going to sell the speed. I'm going to work on the effects for speed for first, third, and VR. I'm going to add Steam VR. Then after that, this whole level, gone. I'm going to start working on my real demo level. That's going to require a lot of Blender work because I have original art that I want in my game. So a lot of Blender work. Don't know if I'm going to be streaming that. That might be my offline work. Has nothing to do with Unreal. Oh God, I'm 90. Yeah, this might be bad. 96% of my weekly limit right now on this account. And it resets on Sunday. Today's Friday. So for 2 days, I'm not going to be able to use this. It resets on Sunday at like 3 in the morning. But then my other account is 2 hours. So let's cross our fingers. Let's hope we can get the visual look of this in. And then I might be out of tokens for a bit. Once the tokens are back, we're good. We're good. We're good. But hopefully. Wait a minute. It said that it was reporting, but now it seems like it's changing variable settings. I'm really curious to see this next step because for the first time ever, I'm having what I tell Claude I want. It's explaining it like I can see the code that I'm pasting in perfect detail using the scientific terms that we had. Wait, what was this? Okay. And then code is turning those terms because there's a scientific term and there's a visual that goes with that. Just like saying if something is red hot, you know it's red. You know, it's hot. And when things get hot, they turn red. So code can probably figure that out. So since it's got the scientific term, I think it's going to go, wait, it's like created a whole new order of things to do. I thought we were almost done. Maybe it caught something. I don't know. I don't know. Well, so I'm paying. I paid to get code. You cannot use Claude Code for free. You can use Claude Chat for free. And free Claude Chat, you can do a lot, but it won't help you with game dev at all. It'll help you answer questions and get you through, like what I used Claude originally, or mainly for like a real tutorial. Once you train even the free version, how to use the version of Unreal you're using, it can get you through everything that I have code doing for me. So this is what I was doing 2 weeks ago when I opened up this project again. I just tell Claude what I want to do. It would list it and then I do everything. And that's what got this working to where it is today. Now, instead of me doing it, code can do it. With Claude, a $20 a month subscription is what you need to do this. I'm not paying for the $200 a month. And I think the next one is like $500 for the 20X. And then there's a 100X. I don't need that. Not for this project, not for solo dev work, not at all. But I would have 20X or 100X of the limit I have now. Two $20 accounts I can get everything done for how I usually work. I don't usually have this much free time, so I'm hitting my limits quite a bit. Usually I have like a night and a few hours to put in this, and then when I hit my limit, I go to sleep. So that's been my gate to how much sleep I get, is when my limits go. But then for my main job, it was stopping me making progress to get my work done, my system built on my computer. So I got a second account, paid account, like 2 weeks ago, maybe last week, and it's now benefiting me for Unreal. But I'm gonna get rid of that. I don't need 2 accounts. One is fine for where I'm at today. But I think instead of paying $100 or $200 a month for the extra usage, and that's what's the word? Heavily subsidized. So you're not getting $200 worth of usage. Like I'm getting $20 of usage. You're getting like $5,000 worth of usage when you pay $200. So it's like really, really subsidized. But that's for individuals who like code all day long, or companies. Companies get those. For an individual, 1 or 2 $20 plans, your game's going to get, like mine, all of its implementation done, and you don't need that much usage. Like the main features of my game, which no longer need to be implemented, have been done in 2 weeks. So I don't ever need to use this much tokens again. Everything after this, I'm not using Claude to design my level at all. I'm going to ask it, how do I make a river? How, with 5.8, can I make a cave? And then once I get that done, but it's not going to make it for me. I know how I want the cave to twist and turn. Claude won't be able to do that. Oh, now it's saying compiled clean and saved final report. It's crossed off. So we might be getting a report, and I can test this out. This is exciting. I want to see how well Claude, because this might look like shit. This might look really bad. 98% of my weekly limit. This is getting very tight. Oh, build 2 layer 1 is now complete. All right. So now I can test what this looks like. All right, let's do it. This is big, guys. This is big. This is a feature that I created for the game. It's a race game. So this is gonna make it fun. This takes a while to load. I just loaded the level. I'm gonna go to the restroom since I did that. When I get back, hopefully we'll be loaded in. Let's see. Back. I'm going to give you guys the proper screen. Let's switch over here. Sorry, I have to do this every time. I wish it was automatic, but unfortunately it's not. All right, let's see how this looks. Okay, that's in. I expected different. And this is what AI cannot do. This is stage 1. There's going to be 3 layers on top of each other, but I think this is, yeah. This is just a show. Oh no. We're going to hit the wall. Bam. Oh, no collision. I forgot. There's no collision. So this is just the trails for using it, but it does, oh shit. It's not trailing as I move, coming from the thruster. It's almost like it's a ribbon. It's a ribbon, but it's not following the velocity. I need to explain this in plain language. So let's see here. Go. Jesus, it's so hard to control. It's so hard to control. Which it's supposed to be hard to control. Just regular boost. Regular boost. And then overboost. Goes in, and then we're gonna not hit shit. You're not supposed to be able to control it well. That's as planned. That's as planned. I don't like that. How do I explain this? If I go, what is going wrong that I don't like? Let me do that better. So straight line, they're going, okay, the ribbons are straight and they should curve. That's what it is. That's what it is. This should be an easy fix. Let's see. Color and length are fine for now, but a but a creative issue I have with it, the same as my current vents. So it is a Niagara ribbon feature attribute. As I turn the ship, the ribbons are very straight. They don't follow the path / trail of my ship or thrusters. So when I yaw or pitch, the ribbons should, how do I explain this? Should follow the path of the thrusters, not just a straight line out of the thrusters. I am going to actually not just say that. I'm going to find a picture to sell it. Game thruster when ship is turning. I'm searching Google now. Turning in space. I just need one image and we're good. I can draw it. I can literally probably just draw it in whatever tool I want. I have scrolled down. Thruster trail. Let me type thruster trail. Oh, everything is straight. Oh, no. I found this one. I found one. What's interesting, I didn't type it in, but a lot of these images are Star Citizen. Interesting. She's a Star Citizen creator, but that game was not Star Citizen. Anyways, I found the 640 by 360 image. Code should be pretty smart. Look at this image and see the green thruster trails. They aren't a straight line. That is what I want. So maybe, I don't know, ribbons may not be the answer? Question mark? Let's see. I spelled answer wrong. It doesn't matter. I spelled answer wrong. I missed a W. Ribbons are the right answer. That's exactly what they're for. The straight line problem is a settings issue, not a ribbon imitation. A ribbon is supposed to lay down a trail from space that curves with your path, like the green ones in that image. Yours are coming out straight, which means the ribbon is sampling position wrong. Blah, 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 blah. User causes your wake is in local space on, or effectively behaving like it. So I have Claude Chat. How do I explain this? I want to learn. I don't want to heavily rely on AI only. So one of the rules I have is everything you do, make it like all AI is going to be gone right when I'm done with this. So I want everything documented. I created a Notion source of information. So after everything gets implemented or gets tuned, Claude Chat has access to my Notion. It dumps all of the changes into there. And like, let's say if Claude goes away tomorrow, I have everything I've done today and my Notion file. So I can go in and change whatever I want and do whatever I want. So oftentimes when right now I just explain this, there's a lot of stuff that is explaining about what it's going to put into that file. So I have to sift through a bunch of information. But anyways, I'm going to have code fix what you guys just saw. And I just explained with the ribbon happening. So I cannot play it while code is working. Excuse me. No more coffee. I need a drink. I'll just drink water. Why not? Let's just drink water. Very cold water. All right. Code is still thinking. I'm probably going to hit the weekly limit. Let me see what my other account. When we switched, it said 2 hours and 20 minutes. That was like 20 minutes ago. So this is probably not going to be ideal. Let's see. So I'm only adding features right now. There's no yeah, an hour and 39 minutes. Not bad. Not bad. Wait, what? Okay, yeah. Hour and 39 minutes for this one. So we'll just do the best we can. We'll do the best we can. What, 2% left of my weekly limit? What I can do, I can work on here so you guys can see it. The oh, it's not here. The UI. I'm gonna work on this. Is fine. This was a little bit weird the last time though. I forgot I need to move my armrest higher. I always put my hand here so I can think, but my armrests are way too low. I had a problem the last time I did, and the button felt like there was too much space on the right. This is a temporary button. This is not me as a designer saying I like this. This is going to final. This is so I can use it. And I want to see something more than aerial. What do you call it? Debug text. Like I see a lot of demos. 99% of the weekly limit. This is going to be rough. Because for an hour and 30 minutes, I can't have any troubleshooting done. I've already done all my audio, but once I go into Ableton, it's going to crash OBS. when I'm done with Ableton, so I'm not going to do that. I know what I can do. I know what I can do. I'll start maybe sketching my ships in Photoshop. I'm going to regret that. I'm going to regret that. But let's see. Let's see. Let's see. We'll see. It's going to hit the limit anytime. And it's not going to finish this job. Which means I have to leave Unreal open. No, I don't. I can close Unreal. I can close Unreal. I've left code open. I close Unreal, go to sleep, play whatever game, wake up the next day, open up Unreal, continue to job on code, and no issues. So that was me jumping the gun. Yeah, it's comparing my old. I didn't tell it to do this, and this is why we're going to run out of tokens. It's comparing my other vent, which I said, don't do that. Unless it's going to fix the other one. If it's going to do that, then that's cool. I don't know why it's doing this. I'm just bracing myself for the 100% limit hit. And that means I can't use it at all until Sunday morning at 3 a.m., which is fine. Tomorrow I'm going to be, well, from today until tomorrow, I'm going to be using my other account. Oh, this might be better. Yeah, this might be where I use, so it finished, but I think it just told me what settings I need to change to get what I want. I'm just going to go full on Claude Chat. And if I hit my limit, I hit my limit. But I'm going to change it to medium effort instead of high. I am at 99% weekly limit. My other pro account is an hour and 39 minutes away from its session break, but weekly is going to be fine. I will need a handoff for that account to continue this when it comes up, but also from what you just said, both of these are a one setting fix. So handoff, and when done, tell me that one setting fix. I could just use voice to text. My microphone's here to do it. I don't know why I keep doing this. Code is right, and that changes the fix. This is not a Niagara setting. The ribbons are correctly tracing your actual flight path. The problem is your ship drifts straight while the nose rotates. Yeah, so the path itself is straight. The ribbon has nothing to curve along. That is the inertia in your flight model. You yaw the nose, but set physics later velocity keeps carrying you in the old direction. Yep. So the world path is a near straight line and a ribbon faithfully draws it. Even though my ship is turned and the thrusters are now to the right, why are they coming out from the middle of the ship? The green trails in reference curve because that ship's velocity actually redirects when it turns. Yours doesn't yet. I thought it did. It's what I was doing. Cygnusion's answer to what's the one setting, there isn't a single Niagara toggle. There are two. We'll pass under different work, so I won't pretend it's one flip. Path A, the flight model fix. This is big. Make the ship's velocity follow its nose more, so the actual path curves and the ribbons curve for free. This is the grounded atmosphere flight you said this planet needs anyway. Less spacey drift, more like a craft biting into the air. It fixes the ribbons and improves the core feel. But it's a flight model tuning pass, not a one-liner, and it touches how the whole ship handles. Path B, the cheat, leave the flight model alone. Make the ribbon curve visually by orienting particles to ship facing instead of pure world path. Faster, ribbon only, but it's faking a curve the ship isn't really flying, and it won't match the fill motion as cleanly. My recommendation, path A, with confidence. High, something I've added, because I always say you're very confident with stuff, and you tell me you're confident, and then we do it, and it doesn't work. So I always say, do your research before you tell me. So all of my answers for big decisions take a little bit longer, and this is why it says with confidence high for this. Sometimes it says confidence low, and I just skip it. So with confidence high, that is the right call because you already told me this level is atmospheric and must follow atmospheric rules. Velocity follows nose is atmospheric flight. The straight drift ribbon is a symptom telling you the flight model is still spacey. True. Fix the cause. The ribbon fixed it itself. And the ship feels more like flying through air. Confirm before the next account runs it because it changes the handling and your tune by feel. That's what I want. Because I can set this level to have atmosphere, let's say atmosphere 2, just a number, just a number. In space, I do atmosphere 0, and then we get what we're supposed to have. So for my other chat, I now have a handoff. But let's see what my limit is at for this account. It was at 99%, and I want to see for the week, which is scary, 100%. Wait, what? My weekly is at 100. When my current session is at 98. Can I still do something? All right, let's see, because I might just end the stream. This is a short stream. Well, here's what I'll do. I'll do a part 1 and a part 2. This is part 1. Because nothing could happen until the other account comes up. So let me see now how long that is. Hour and 28 minutes. What else can I do? Nothing is settings. I don't need to change anything setting wise. They're all like a job, so none of this is staying. So I'm not going to spend any more time on this level outside of the lights and like the colors maybe. Actually, let me try something. This is just for fun. It's going to kill time, but not really add anything. Skylight to 0.1. No. Not what I expected, but wait a minute. Okay. That did what I expected. Cool. What is the one? Is it sky atmosphere? No, it's not atmosphere. Atmosphere is the cloud or the fog. The fog. A bit of the fog or above the fog level, which here's the exponential height fog. Both of these work together. You change settings here and it affects this. Volumetric clouds. I didn't even know I had them in. Yep, they're gone now. We can make them, make it. Ooh. I don't know. I'm probably going to ruin the performance. Ooh, there we go. How do you make more? Oh, planet radius? What does that do? That did nothing. Ground albedo. Can I change? Ooh, wait. That did nothing. I expected. Yeah, that did nothing. I expected something completely different. So I don't think these are related. Okay. So the only what I wanted to check was this. Let's see. Okay. So you do need to add nighttime colors. It doesn't turn to night because you turn off the intensity. So in that case, we get like a dark blue, and you get it darker like that, or whatever color nighttime is on your planet. It's way too dark. Now you've got your nighttime level, and you're gonna add a moon. Here, I'll show you how I would do that. The moon would be grab a shape, get a sphere. I want to throw it against something. There we go. Wait, where'd it go? Where'd it go? F. Let's get this. Wait, where is it? Oh, it's there, it's there, it's there, it's there. Let's go way over here. Let's go up here. Let's go way over here. Now I'm going to call this moon. F2, moon. Save. We're going to go to player start. Turn around and look. We're going to select the moon. We're going to go up. We're going to go left. I think further back, higher up, to the left, down. Now we're going to scale it. Let's 20. Oh, that made it. Wait, what? It's not moving. Or is it because it's so far? What? It didn't 3,000. Oh, I see, I see. Wait, no, why? There we go. No, that didn't do anything. It looks exactly the same size. What am I doing wrong? Yeah, why is that? No, it was getting bigger. It was getting bigger. I just can't see it. So we go back to player start. We turn around, we get the moon. Oh, because it's probably outside of the skybox. It's outside of the skybox. That's what it is. So 3, 1, 2, 3. I trust that now. Now I go to sky, atmosphere, and that needs to grow. No, that wasn't it. Sky sphere. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. So let's do 4, 1, 2, 3. Wait, I can see the moon. I can see it. It's right here. I don't know if you can see that. Why is it so dark? Oh, because I moved. So the moon is here. Let's go. No. Moon. There it is. Let's go 50,000. There it is. There it is. There it is. You can see the moon. So now the moon gets I'm just going to create it here. Material M moon there. We go in here. Oh, you can't see this. We go in here. We do a constant 3 vector. Connect that to the emissive color. We are going to give this a little bit of a blue glow. Let's add a multiply. Have this go through here, have this go to here. And then we want this to be 60%. Now we go to moon, we have static mesh, we have the material. So we drag the material here. Then we go, that might be too light. I don't see anything. So, oops, I alt tabbed. Let's up that to 5. 5, exit, apply. I still don't see it. Let's try to play it. Let's see. Let's see what happens. If it shows up in I'm just killing time, but I bet I'm not going to spend an hour and a half. I'm going to finish this stream in a bit. This is going to be devlog 4. Maybe this is me cheating because I didn't stream yesterday, and I'll do another stream tonight. There's the overboost is oh, it's pitch black. You can see the moon. You guys are going to see this right now. The level is pitch black, but the moon looks great. There. What happened? It looks fine on my end. Yeah, I can't see. Only to, oh, we're getting, it's the height. It's the height of the fog. I changed that. You saw me change it. So because I'm too low, that's where the darkness is. There's the moon. Yep. All right. Well, this was literally just so I can play around. I'm going to undo all of the lighting stuff because I don't remember what I did and I don't want to spend time going back and doing that. So I'm going to undo until the lighting is back. And that's going to be this stream. I am going to be back not right when the code session finishes, but I might I will be back later on today to show you overboost and how that got implemented. And then after that will be wait a minute. Let me fix the lighting. Let me not be lazy. I'll fix the lighting. I'm not going to undo it. I'll actually fix it. So that was the lighting I set to much lower than it needed to be. Wasn't it? Or is it too... There. That's going to do that. Then I go to atmosphere and I change the atmosphere height to lower. Yeah. So because it was too high, I was getting that. I believe. Let me test this really quick. And then once I get it, that will be the stream. That will be the stream. You can see the blue on my camera because of the level. My monitor is right in front of me, so I've got a 55-inch monitor bouncing all the blue light back on me. Yeah, now I get to go eat. You guys can't see that. Yep, the lighting is good now, though. Can confirm immediately. That's not good. There you go. So we have this. So I'm going to save my overboost for the very end of the race, so I can get a better time. I'm not going to get that. I'm not going to get that. That's me cheating, trying to cheat the system. I'm going to blow up. I'm going to blow up. I like that. It's not, I can't just wow. What happened there? Isn't it here? Yeah. I can't just overboost to the next checkpoint. I actually have to cross over the line. Shit. I think I forgot to turn my... Okay, I'm laughing because I was going so fast with my new feature that I overshot the finish line. That's what I want, though. If I don't control it well, I want to be able to overshoot the finish line. Let me do that again. I can do better than 408. I've done better than 408. Let's do this. I'll turn my mic off so you don't hear the sound of the ship. This is fun already. Much better than my last time. This is fun. It's not even like a proper level. It's got difficulty. I've got to actually use my throttle. I'm not using my brake and vent system. That's on me. I'm not used to it. No game has it, so I'm not mentally there yet. But I'm just racing raw, so just stick controls. I was using vent to turn sharper. That's what venting does. Brakes lets you turn, but you slow down quite a bit. So that's the trade-off you have. Here's overboost working, lit up. The performance isn't, I'm sorry, not the performance, the effect isn't what I wanted. So here's first person. Shit. Yeah, everything turns. That's so tight. I can turn around. But okay, I think the velocity needs to be, no, because of how fast we're moving. I'm going full overboost. Full overboost. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yep. I can't do this. Especially not here. Especially not here. Overboost again and then return. Whoa. Oh shit. I can do it. I think I can do it. I think I can do it with some practice. But yeah, that is going to be it for this stream. I have no more Claude tokens, and I was in the middle of implementing this system. It's not done. It didn't finish. So because of that, I'm not going to move into something else mid-job. I cannot just pick up where it left off and do it myself because I didn't build where it went right here. So I'm going to stop. Could eat breakfast. It's 11:25 a.m. Not as long as my normal ones, but yeah, we're almost at 4 hours. That's fine. And I'll do another stream today for sure. Not doing anything tonight. It's Friday night, but not tonight. Tomorrow afternoon, I'm doing something, so I can do like an all-nighter, get my sleep in, and still do what I want to do tomorrow. So I probably need to sleep now. But yeah, that is it for today's little this is Dev Log 4. We got a overboost in. It works. It's fast. It's exactly what I wanted. Not with the effects, and I have sounds. The sounds are really going to sell it, and then the effects with the sounds go in last. So the next stream you see here later on today, it'll most likely be today, but let's just say maybe I won't. Who knows? Who knows? But the next stream will show it with all the effects, and so we will get there. And then later, all of these things need a UI tell in third person. I'm gonna make, just for the demo, a very basic cockpit so I can start making UI for the cockpit, but I'm not gonna spend too much time in that because this is not the final ship. The final ships will have like fully modeled interiors. They're race ships, so it's just like tight. You're inside of the ship. It's not like a massive ship, but with those cockpits, I'll have like a proper HUD to show speed and all that stuff. So that will be much later. It's not going to happen, but I do need like a cheap, easy, readable cockpit. So I'll probably do all of that in on stream. It might not be the next stream, but next stream will be overboost, checkpoint system finishing. No, I'm not gonna be able to get all of that done with only one account, because the next stream will only be like an hour long. Okay, I'm gonna make a decision now. I'm not gonna stream until after Sunday, so maybe Sunday afternoon. So I'll have both accounts, fresh weekly tokens, fresh session tokens, obviously, but I'm not gonna be able to be as productive with one account, which means we're not at the stage where I'm just tuning things numerically or visually. So let's wait until Sunday. It's going to be a very quick, what's the word I want to say? It's going to be a very quick build for effects. And then after that, a lot of it's going to be art, sound, and building this level finally. So we're getting to the point where it's time to just make the demo, and then I'll get it up on Steam. And then you guys can try it and give me notes. So if you put up things for development purposes on Steam, it's free. You can test out your games multiplayer, single player for other people. I was helping my nephew develop his game like 7-8 years ago on Steam for free. Very easy, very quick. So obviously, if you watch this channel, you'll be able to hop in and try out the demo. And if you want to give me some feedback, you know, I'm obviously going to take everybody's feedback in. Design decisions are mine, but feedback for tuning and stuff like that, fully open. I want to hear everybody's opinion. And yeah. I'm done. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you soon. Actually, what's good, with only one account, I can work on my other project, not this one. So let's get that done. Let's get some shit done. So thank you for watching, and I will see you Sunday. I'll see you on Sunday. Take care.